Hey, beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. My name's Astara and I'm an angelic communicator and clairvoyant. And this is a message for our divine masculines, our masculine counterparts, or the matrix twins. Maybe you are a male, and I do know a lot of males doing the divine feminine path. So, you're welcome here. But I'm talking about the masculine energy. And this is when we're learning about who we are, and I'm beginning to see that a lot of our masculine counterparts are incredible masters of manifestation. That you, if I'm talking to you, are an incredible, powerful creator of your reality. And often we see this in the twin flame dynamic, where the masculine has really embedded in the matrix that they can embody the power of manifestation and they're very good at it. At this point, if you are watching this video, and it was meant to find you, because on this journey, at some point, you'll probably be wondering if you have a divine feminine counterpart and you're having an experience of the twin flame, and you're probably looking, on the internet to understand what twin flames are. And here I am popping up. You may have manifested me, who knows? That through your own thoughts and intention, your energy, and your soul's desire, you called your twin flame into your reality. You called your divine feminine into your reality. She did not arrive by chance. It wasn't like a complete mistake in the universe that you suddenly bumped into your twin and then your world went crazy. She did not arrive by chance. You summoned her. And knowing on some level that she would be the catalyst for your awakening. Now let's let that sink in, because all my divine feminines, which I'm sure are also watching this video, hi to you all out there, because you're looking at it from all different points of view, particularly trying to understand what the masculine is going through. And often they're plodding along, not really understanding what's going on. Suddenly they meet this divine feminine that to them has just kind of rocked their world. And then they're trying to deny it, they're trying to run away from it, they're trying to stop it. And they might feel that somehow they didn't choose this. Like it came into their lives and it wasn't there, they didn't want it. And what I'm beginning to see is that out of the two, the feminine and the masculine counterpart, yes, we were probably manifesting each other, but it was the masculine who had the power to make this happen in this reality. Now, I don't like giving the masculine more power, so but I'm gonna just tell you how it is. That in your twin flame dynamic, at some point, your masculine was pulling you in with his desire. And his soul, at a soul level, knew that he needed an activation. He needed something to activate him out of the matrix, to activate him out of his ego, to activate him back into the heart, back into his soul alignment, and back onto his spiritual mission. So this might seem a bit weird because probably most of the time, if you're the sacred masculine energy, you're probably in a bit of distortion. You're probably in your ego, and yet you have compelled this twin to come into your reality. And isn't it a bit weird that you're then keep pushing her away? Like, I mean, are you all Virgo? Like, what's going on here? You're asking them to come in and then you're pushing them away. So you're resisting her affection, you're resisting her love, because on some level, you know it's asking you to change. And you might have thought, well, actually, I gave her an offering of love. I went towards her, I asked her out, I did something. But then you feel yourself pulling away again. And this is because you are being faced with your old power structures, your own egoic mind, your own distortion, which we're all carrying distortion, by the way, it's not a judgment. And you're feeling the tremble of those power structures cracking. You're aware that you're going to have a tower moment in your life, like things are going to change. And your ego fears losing control. The truth is, what you cling to is not real power, it's illusion. And we know that everything in this physical world will dissolve, will disappear, will move on, and the only thing we'll be left with is love. is the memory of love, is the heart imprint of love, the legacy that we leave behind is truth, authenticity, and love. Yet you keep pushing your divine feminine away. I feel like it can be a bit stressful. It can feel a bit like that person is coming in to destroy your life. And in a way, they are. But in a way, they're not. Because we often have to clear things out to be able to then build something that's authentic, that's real, that's going to be fulfilling, that you're going to enjoy, that's going to give you more of actually what you really want and desire in your life. Her presence, your divine feminine's presence, is not here to diminish you. It's not here to make your life harder. Often, I've seen that the Matrix twins have had quite hard lives, actually. They might have been very successful, sometimes in the physical world, but then they might have suffered internally, emotionally, mentally, very, very deeply. They might have had to cut off from their spiritual connection, cut off from their soul, stop listening to the yammerings of their soul, because the mind has taken over. The rational thought system, the egoic kind of process has taken over. Your divine feminine is a mirror. She's a mirror that shows you who you really are, and sometimes that can be really frightening, especially if it's inviting you to release a distorted mask, and especially if it's asking you to release roles that you've connected with in this physical world and defenses that you've built for yourself. And it's asking you to really remember your authentic nature. She is a direct mirror, shining light on your own presence, on who you really are. And it will shake up anything that you've built, probably quite successfully, as a replacement to who you really are. So this is like remembering a dream that you never thought was going to be real. Believe me, as a divine feminine, I never thought this would be real. But feeling that dream coming into your reality, how are you going to ground it? How are you going to bring it into your reality? And the resistance you're feeling to that isn't just a sign that you need to run away from that person immediately and block them out. It's a sign that transformation is happening. And I could do a massive video. We could talk for an hour on this, but you get bored of me eventually. But I want to say this. You manifested her because your soul was ready for more. It was ready for more truth, more love, and more alignment. Pushing her away will not protect you. I'm just going to say that now. It only prolongs the discomfort because at some point you're going to realize that by pushing away and denying and resisting, it only makes it worse. It only makes the mental looping, the dreams, the emotions, it only makes it worse. So, what you're going to have to see here is that by surrendering into it, facing your fear, allowing it to dissolve what is distortion, will actually lead you into the arms of somebody who really loves and adores you at a very deep level. You are actually, if you're running from safety. I mean, it's kind of mad. You're running from home at the moment. And sometimes you're running into the arms of karmics. You're running into the arms of strangers who have no understanding of who you are. It only prolongs your discomfort. And the power that you feel you're losing and that you fear losing is not really true power. It's a fear-based construction that is not really based on anything real. Only your mind thinks that these things are real. The only power that endures is the power of the heart, is the power of love, is true creative potential. So the truth of this is that love exists in everything, including you. But the more we hold on to status, control, ego, uh, everything that keeps us fixed in a fixed nature actually begins to erode our capacity for loving, feeling, sensitivity, authentic connection. Being vulnerable helps you to really get into contact with what you want from your life. Will you surrender to this love? Will you surrender to this truth? And it's your truth. It's not my truth. It's your truth. It doesn't make you weaker. It makes you embrace your limitlessness. Now, your feminine counterpart isn't here to take your power, and she's here to help you reclaim your authentic power. When I look at my twin, there is so much power there that's untapped. And just by resonating in the same energy field, you're vibrating in a way that creates more power between you and allows you to rise in your power. And that's the kind that flows from truth and integrity. And it's the kind of power that will get you on your soul path, on your soul mission. For all the things you want success, this is how you get it. You go in, you claim your power, you find your truth, you move through with authenticity, and your fear will dissolve when you do that. It's interesting, there's so much fear on the masculine energy. The feminine deals with something else, but they're pretty fearless, I have to say. They're pretty fearless, and I think that is the path of the feminine on some level, to be so fearless, whereas the masculine has to move through that fear. And so it requires a lot of courage. And take a breath, let go of the illusion that you must fight to stay in control all the time. Step forward in courage. Allow your heart to take over and to surrender into that. You manifested her and you did it for a reason. Your soul did it for a reason. So trust your heart. It's always known the way. And I want to say this, you manifested her and you manifested an amazing being, which is you. It's your reflection. You brought forth from the cosmos the most amazing goddess you're ever going to experience. So why run away? Like, what's the point? And the universe has already said yes to your awakening because you've met them. And the moment you surrender to the truth of your heart, everything aligns. And love is not your enemy, love is your home. So, thank you for listening. If you'd like to be brave enough to come and do a twin flame workshop with me, or even a twin flame clarity session, or an Akashic record, or whatever you want to do, I would love to, in a non-judgmental space, come into place and help you get in connection with your twin, help you along this twin flame journey. So go to my link tree, go to my Instagram or my website, and join me for a one-to-one session.